Two guys walked into a bar, and one guy, he walked into a pool, and the other guy, he walked into Seth Kuhn. Whoa! Today, rewriting your life story, creating the future you want. That's the time. Oh, it's the time where the guy's going to get out of his chair and do some dancing, but he's not going to do it today. Nope. Good morning. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, C. Marty, producer Christopher Flynn, and our guest today, Seth Kuhn, rewriting your life story, creating the future you want. What kind of future do you want? You want a future where you lay in bed and you hit the snooze button, you don't get up and hit your goals? Or do you want a future where you roll over, get your ass out of bed, and attack those goals? Hey, big show today. I remind you guys, this is an explicit show. So if you got children in the room, get those kids, put those headphones on, or walk them out of the room, because we might just drop an F-bomb, an S-bomb, a B-bomb, and some kind of bomb along the way, which might offend somebody. Seth Kuhn is joining us here this morning. He is going to be talking about rewriting your life story.
It's that time in the morning where sometimes I may not have gotten everything out the way, and you say that, and it puts a little wiggle up.
Those meetings turned into opportunity, and the opportunity I'm going to share with you guys a little bit later this morning, which I'm really jacked and excited about, coming up here later today.
Sometimes you get excited, you feel like you got to take a piss. Poop starts the loop.
There you go.
I'll find some time to dance today. Thank you. And I appreciate the words of encouragement.
I'm a man with vision, so that's how I go.
Nike got a new CEO. Do you know where the Nike CEO started? The new Nike CEO started as an intern, and for 30 years he's worked his way up starting as an intern, and is now the CEO. If you continue to gain skills on your own without being told to, without being pulled along, dude, you're infinitely valuable to somebody. And maybe there's not the opportunity at where you are, but where you'll get in the right spot someday and you will win 100%.
It doesn't matter how you start. Get to it. As long as you get to it, that's all that matters.
Most people can't even get a decade focused on one thing.
You guys haven't seen us when we were sitting around and nobody showed up. You guys didn't see us when nobody was here banging it out days on days.
My rate of showing up stays 100% just like yours, and that's what allows something like this to actually turn from, say, an airplane to a rocket ship.
I want to be surrounded by people that show up all the time, because when you show up all the time, that's how magic happens. Get up this morning, don't hit the snooze button, and keep at it. Grind it, good things will happen. So Seth is a front-end web developer with a twist. He's still working as a pest control technician. From Java to JavaScript, Seth has roasted over 100,000 pounds, Johnny, of coffee as a roast master before turning his focus to code.
You want to do everything for them. So every day I'm working towards gaining the skills, building the abilities so that I can do something more than what I'm doing. I mean, it pays the bills, but that's it. And I'm not going anywhere, and I want to go somewhere. I went from thinking I had free time to realizing that no time is free. You just choose how you spend it.
When your side hustle turns into full-time, it will be worth it.
I had to live in a way completely that demonstrated what I wanted her to basically have as a roadmap for her life. So I had to start pushing people out of my life. I had to stop doing dumb shit.
We celebrate people who get up and get going in the morning. We celebrate those that do not hit the snooze button. Hey, Seth, so hold on here. You roasted over 100,000 pounds of coffee as a roast master. Like, dude, not toast master, a roast master. I know Johnny loves his coffee. I love my coffee. Marty loves his coffee. Tina loves, we got a lot of people loving the coffee.
It's a fun blend of art and science. You got this 2-story tall machine that's you're roasting the coffee in. The main drum, you've got seconds on these roasts where you got to make decisions.
Dude, I can't get over how laborious that whole process is to make coffee. Like, we pour it down the drain like it's nothing, and we drink it like it's nothing, and we take it for granted, but it is not a cheap process to make a cup of coffee.
There's something like 1,000% markup from the crop to the cup. So there's a lot of work that goes into it, and the price reflects that from where it starts. The biggest issue I'd hear about is like decaffeinated coffee. And they talk about the chemicals that they use for it, and the chemicals they use when they do that.
This is the only morning show, Mr. V, that helps you get your day started, that helps you get up, not hit the snooze button, and hit those most audacious goals. 74% of people feel trapped in a good enough job, but are afraid to make a change.
If you find something you want to do, once you put your kids to bed, you're not going to want to watch TV. Who gives a shit who wins Dancing of the Goddamn Stars? Invest your time in developing a skill set.
When you break it down, you got time to watch Dancing with the Stars. You got time to watch NFL Sunday. You got time for all the leisure. Why not find the time for productive things that are going to pay you in the future?
I don't want to watch someone else live their dream. I want to work on getting better at my dream.
Before that, I was complacent. I was just in there comfortable. I was comfortable and I wasn't moving. And those kids, I wish I had realized this before then, because I had so much time to chase dreams before kids.
The main thing is to keep the main thing. Love this. Becoming a person of value, right?
It's just doing the best you can every day. And then there's tomorrow and you do your best that day.
It's funny how everybody thinks about balance when it's time to work, when it's time to be productive. But when you was BSing, nobody was thinking about balance at all. Oh, let me do some work too. But now it's time to work and I need some BS. I need some leisure time in my life.
Maybe you should, instead of investing the time and energy into that vacation, maybe you should invest that time and energy into making a life you don't want to escape. If you don't have that feeling, if you don't have that little uncomfortable thing in your gut, if you don't have those questions, can I do it? You're in the wrong place. If you're comfortable, you're doing it all wrong. Because most of what we stress out about, most of the things that we have anxiety about only live in our minds. They never come to reality. They never turn real, which means we're spending the majority of our stress on shit that never even happens. If you're listening to this message, you have a 100% survival rate, and you'll do it again tomorrow. The sun will come up tomorrow, and you are going to be okay.
When you tell a story, you actually light up 6+ areas of their brain. So yes, they're comprehending, yes, they're processing, but also they're emoting, they're feeling, they're recalling memories. All of a sudden, you're creating a much deeper experience. You need to have proof that your actions actually reflect the words that you use, and that's where trust lives. I have entered my no fucks era, and if you do this step, I promise you'll be that much closer to entering yours. You got this.
You might want to come hang out with us here in the lab to help you become a business athlete, because that's what we do here in the lab. We build business athletes.
Don't just wake up and wander through your life, including your relationship.
Your intimacy is more than just giving her back shots and taking her to Pound Town. It's paying attention to every detail. If we can't get out here and live the life that we're trying to encourage our audience to live, then who the hell are we?
If you want to get some work in, you can get some work in wherever you want to. There's so many ways to stay active when you're on the road. It's 10 full days before muscle atrophy will actually kick in. So if you worked out this whole week and you hit every muscle, you could spend all next week not working out and not worry about muscle atrophy. The body wants to be balanced. It's a survival mechanism. I was able to do it literally in my room in North Korea. So for those of you who say I can't do it, I don't want to hear that anymore.
Talk about the power of chasing a feeling in the middle of the day, just dropping down, doing burpees or dropping down, do some walking lunges and getting it done.
Visualize how good it's going to feel when you walk out of here knowing you checked all your boxes. And that became like such a powerful thing for me.
There is no excuses. We always have a reason.
Procrastination is just like jerking off. You're only fucking yourself.
If you start being you at all times and use that unique experience, nobody's going to be able to take that from you.
Excuses are like noses. Everyone has one and they all smell.
If you're out there saying, oh man, this sounds great, but people don't do this, think again.
We are rock and roll and giving you guys content to help you guys get moving here.
If you're uncomfortable, if you don't know if you can do it, you're in the right spot.